We are continuing with Lesson 18, lines 398 to 402. The Sibyl is going to reply to Charon. Quae contra breviter fatest amprisia vates. Nullic insidiae tale subsiste movere, nec vim te la ferunt. Licet ingens janitor antro aeternum latrans ex sangue stereat umbras, casta licet patrui servet Proserpina limen. She, usually you'd say who here, but you can begin a sentence in Latin with quae. And in this case, I think it sounds best to translate it as she instead of who. So that's nominative. And it's talking about the Amphrysian Vates. Vates is a word for a prophetess or a seer, and that's what she is. And she's Amphrysian. This was a river near where Apollo kept his sheep. So it's a geographical place that associates her with Apollo, who is the god of prophecy. So she, and then in apposition, the Amphrysian seer or prophetess, fata est, spoke. This is from for, fari. She spoke. It's the perfect deponent form of for, fari. So we do translate it active, but it's a passive in form. She spoke in reply, contra, in reply, briefly. Adverb. Nullae hic insidiae tales. Here there are, you have to put in sunt. There are nullae insidiae tales. No such plots. Insidiae can be an ambush or a plot or a snare or a device, I suppose. So here there are no such plots. And what's she addressing? What kind of plots? Well, Hercules had the plot to take Cerberus, one of his labors, and Theseus and Pirithous had the plot to take the mistress of the underworld, to take Proserpina. So she said this mission of Aeneas has nothing like that. She's addressing Charon's argument that he already made. So here there are no such plots. Absiste movere. Literally, cease. And the complementary infinitive, to be moved. Absiste, stand still, or stop, from sto stare. Stop to be moved. A way of saying, calm down, Charon. Absiste movere. Nec, and not, this is and not, and these tela, these weapons, do not, nec, ferunt, bring whim, violence. So Aeneas may be armed, but his weapons do not bring violence, or they are not going to in the underworld at least, as opposed to Hercules and Theseus and Pirithous. Licet ingens janitor, antro aeternam latrans ex sangues tereat umbras. Now, licet, you see several places here, well, two places. You see licet here and licet here. Farr translates this as licet, and then he adds per nos. I read some other editions that had some other ideas on this, but we're just going to go with Farr's interpretation and say it's allowed according to us. And he paraphrased that as far as we are concerned. As far as Aeneas and I are concerned, it's allowed. It's allowed according to us. Ingens janitor, here's the subject, the huge doorkeeper, that means Cerberus. We called him the Custos before. Now we're calling him a janitor. Vergil likes variety. The huge doorkeeper barking, present active participle, may tereat. Now this is a present active subjunctive form. May terrify. The huge doorkeeper barking may terrify. We put that licket and the terriot together, and we're going to have something that sounds like, as far as we are concerned, the huge doorkeeper may terrify. Now these other words in here, antro, he's in antro, in his cave. That's an ablative of place. And aeternum, we're going to translate adverbially, so eternally, even though it's accusative. And then exsangues umbras, the bloodless shades, or the bloodless ghosts, those are the object of terriot. These are the ones whom Cerberus is terrifying. So let's put it all together. As far as we are concerned, the huge doorkeeper, barking eternally in his cave, may terrify the bloodless shades. Last part, casta licet patrui seruit proserpina limen. Got that licet again, translated the same way. As far as we are concerned, it's allowed, according to us, may proserpina, subject, preserve or keep, seruit, also present active subjunctive, the A in servare becomes as E. Clem eats clams, there's the clem, and that's the eats of clams. Clem eats clams, present subjunctive. As far as we're concerned, Proserpina may keep the, and this is casta Proserpina, sorry, chaste or pure Proserpina may keep the limen, the threshold, meaning the house, right? We have metonymy, or the form of metonymy, part for a whole, synecdoche here. Chaste Persephone, or Proserpina, may keep the threshold of her paternal uncle, patrui. Proserpina married her paternal uncle, Pluto. She was from Jupiter, daughter of Jupiter, and then married her paternal uncle. So patrui could be a bit of a knock to Pluto, to not mention his name here, but to mention him as the paternal uncle. So, far as we are concerned, Proserpina may keep the threshold, meaning house, of her paternal uncle. The Sibyl is saying, we are not going to do anything like those other guys did, nullae insidiae tales, but Cerberus is going to go on barking, because remember, Hercules took Cerberus away. As far as we're concerned, he can keep on barking. We're not going to take him. And unlike Theseus and Pirithous, who tried to abduct Proserpina, as far as we're concerned, she may still keep the house of her uncle, or her paternal uncle.